Hello everyone and welcome back. This morning I shared with you via my Marlowe's Motivational Moments. Career advice can be good or it can be bad depending on where that advice is coming from or whom that advice is coming from. So I wanted you to be sure that you pick and choose your career advice wisely, because there are people who are going to give you information based on where they are or have been in their particular point in their career. So you got to pick and choose the right audience wisely. All right. So in this video, I would like to share with you my own great 11 nuggets of career advice that came from various good people in my professional and my personal life. I felt it necessary to share that information with you. If you're following me on Instagram, I want you to be sure that I will share that information with you in my post. But do follow me on my Facebook page for the extended version of this information. All right. So welcome back, everyone. I am Marlo Thomas-Callloway, Miss Mentor Me, the career coach. And in this video, I am going to share with you, as I mentioned before, 11 nuggets of motivational career nuggets, things that have helped me be who I am today and be willing to share my good, bad, and ugly with you along the way. So here are my top 11. Number 1, my dad shared with me so many years ago to always keep it positive, but be realistic and be honest in your current situation. You have to be, because there's no one else that can help you move forward until they know how to help you move forward based on where you are at that particular time in your life. So you got to be honest, you got to be realistic. And number 2, you have to be open for that process, because things are going to look good, bad, and ugly. They're not going to make sense to you, or they're going to make sense to you. You have to be willing and able to be open-minded in this process. So that leads me to nugget number 3, and that is, do not get in your own way. Please, you can't have this self-doubt that hinders you from moving forward, because if you're hindering yourself, then you can certainly hinder other people for wanting to help you. And here is the honest to God truth. I cannot be willing to want it more than you want it for yourself. You have got to be your own and first cheerleader in this process. Okay? Now, my next nugget of advice is that when you come to the table, you are a whole person that has multi-talents. And because of these various multi-talents, you are able to market yourself in different ways. But you have to be sure that when you market yourself in those various ways, that you're going to follow through in that process. So if that's just one nugget or 2 nuggets of choice, then I say, hey, go for what you know, because you are a whole person. You have life experiences, you have work experiences that have allowed you to be the professional that you are today and are willing to be in the future. So that is 3 and 4. Think of yourself as multi-talented and also as a whole person who has value in the game. Okay? Number 5. Those pieces that you are willing to take on will take you oftentimes out of your comfort zone. So be willing to come out of your comfort zone. Again, sometimes it's going to make sense. Oftentimes it's not going to make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, does not mean that it's not right. It just simply means that it is different. It is different, but it's best practices and it tends to work. But if you choose not to use it, then that is, again, your choice. But I want you to be sure along the way, as we get to nugget number 6, that you don't get in your own way. Do not bring in a self-doubt that keeps you from moving forward. Therefore, also it keeps you from having other people to help you move forward. All right. Now, as we get to number 7, please note that you have so many opportunities out there, and many times our opportunities are coming from our work environment. But if it happens to be that you are working in a current situation for which you do not see yourself there long term, and you know you are scrambling to get out, I want you to be stationary for just a little bit of time. That shows that, number one, when you ask yourself this question at the beginning of the week, you can ask yourself that same question with the same answer at the end of the week. Are you the problem or the problem solver? Because we have worked in many environments for which it is not nice. It may not be the most pleasant place to be, but can you be the problem solver or the problem? You get a choice in the matter, and that is to be the problem solver, okay? My nugget number, I believe this is 8. I could be wrong. But volunteer work. Volunteer work is value added. I myself started out as a volunteer in human resources, and I promise you, it is the best mistake I've ever made in my life, because it gave me an opportunity to another career that I was not even looking for. But because of that, it birthed other talents that I had in me that I had been using before but really didn't focus on. So here's the thing. Volunteer work, be willing to do that. Share your talents with other people. Yes, that means for free, but it's always a return on investment, because you will get something out of it that you can use for your next best work environment. And it could be in that volunteer role. You never know. Our next nugget is always within ourselves. We are researchers. We are continually trying to gain knowledge, or we are continually gaining knowledge in our occupations or our industries of choice. So I want you to be willing to be that researcher. Always ask questions. The best and most successful people are prone to ask questions. They ask why. And there's nothing wrong with asking why. They ask when, where, how. They ask these inquisitive questions to get valid answers, and to also to be the best problem solvers. Problem solvers actually get the job done. So I want you to be willing to research and ask questions. My next nugget I want to share with you is to make sure that you are around like-minded individuals, people that's going to help inspire and motivate you. And oftentimes that may be in a volunteer role, that may be volunteering for professional organizations or affiliations that are tied into your occupational path. But when you are with like-minded individuals, know that iron sharpens iron. So you have novice all the way up to subject matter experts and masters of the field. You need to be around those people to inspire you, and also for you to inspire others along the way. Okay? My next nugget of advice is to be the person who has initiative to follow through and get things done. Most referrals do not have a problem with being your referral when they know that you're going to follow through. So the initiative to follow through. So that is extremely important. I received that advice many eons ago, and it definitely has helped me within my career. My last piece of advice to you personally is to be in it to win it, because what's most important in this process is you. So your return on investment for yourself is why you need to be in it to win it. I hope that this information was good for you today, motivational for you today, motivating you to move forward today and beyond. And remember, ask yourself this question today that will be the same answer at the end of the week. Are you the problem or the problem solver? Let's be the problem solver. Have a great day.